Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alex. If you don't know me, I'm a tarot reader. Clearly that's why you're here. We're gonna be reading on Twice today. For some reason I feel very called to read on BTS, mostly BTS. Like, I feel such a strong pull to BTS, but I'm like, you got to break it up a little bit. But Blackpink and I saw Twice yesterday while I was reading for, I think, Blackpink or BTS. I can't remember who I was reading for, but I just saw Twice. I didn't really know why. And yeah, so I'm just going to kind of wing it. I don't really know what's going on, what's happening. But yeah, let's do a check-in with Twice. We'll see what's going on with them. I'm not a Twice expert, so I really am going into this as like a blank slate. I really like Twice's music and I think they're all very beautiful. I thought they looked amazing at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I think that they're incredibly hardworking as well. There's so many of them, and for them to be as like synchronized as they are, there's so many of them. It's just always very impressive to me. I'm not a dancer, so it's always just like very fascinating to me to kind of see what they can do. Anyway. Okay, can I have the general vibe of Twice? Where are we starting? Where shall we start? Ooh, okay. Not the worst, not the best. Page of Cups, something creative being offered to them. Five of Swords reverse is like, this isn't, wait, no, this is an apology. This is an apology, because this alone by itself, Five of Swords reverse, can be an apology. Page of Cups, this is an apology. Did they just go through some sort of weird scandal or something that I don't know about? People are apologizing to them. We have the Empress, Eight of Cups reverse, going back. Someone's going back on their word. Overall, Nine of Wands reverse, and the Six of Pentacles reverse. Selfishness. This is also like, that can be like a rescinding of like a gift or taking back a gift. Nine of Wands reverse is like, I don't really want to fight for this. Someone made a poor judgment. Someone made a poor judgment in regards, I said a creative something here at the beginning. Someone like advised them, everything in this video is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Someone in their circle, like their management or something, I think made a bad business move or like a bad creative move for them. And now they're kind of like apologizing for it. Okay. I feel disconnected from this. I feel very disconnected from this. Fake flexing. No facts, stalker, grudge holder. I'm missing something. I'm lost. Somehow we got from point A to point B and I'm like, I don't remember the trip. Can you tell me about this creative decision? or whatever it is, even if it's not a creative decision. What is this? What was the bad decision? King of Swords. Not changing. This is not changing something. King of Swords is... I feel like they were lied to about something. Bro, I feel so disconnected from this. I feel so disconnected. Why? Okay, let me try a different deck. Maybe that'll help. What do you want us to know most about Twice? Yeah, this is a lack of trust. This is a separation. King of Cups. Not committed to something. There's someone trying to break a commitment. Divorce. Hierophant in the reverse. Are they going to try to leave their company too? Who are they under? JYP? If I'm wrong, let me know. I think they're under JYP. Yeah, this is coworkers. And then pulling out an investment. Okay, allegedly, I think Twice, or some of the girls in Twice, caught like some of their management team or their agents or someone, people who are working for them. They caught them in a lie. They caught them, and now the people who lied to them are kind of like, oh my God, no, I'm so sorry, like, please stay, please stay, please stay. But now they're like, I kind of want to go, I want to leave, allegedly. If this hasn't happened, it's going to in the next few months. I just feel like if Twice was sitting in front of me, I would be like, someone's lying to you about, like, I don't know if they promised you, some King of Cups here, I don't know if they promised you, oh, you get to work on X amount of projects, you get to go do this, you get to go do that. I know Twice is very powerful, but you know, these companies still have a very tight grip around their artists. I just feel like they were promised a lot of things, and Twice caught these people in a lie. If they were sitting in front of me, I would tell them, yeah, I don't think that they have any intention on following through with what they've promised you. Okay, I feel better. I don't know why I took a different deck to... Yeah, rejected. Wolf in sheep's clothing. What the hell? Hustling copycat. Okay, I'm kind of seeing stray kids. Too busy winning. Okay, I see what's happening. I know why I'm seeing stray kids. Okay, so in the last stray kids reading, I talked about how, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in all the stray kids readings I've done, but stray kids allegedly wants to go off and do something else. I'm not saying they don't want to be stray kids. They just want to do something different. And a lot of you guys in the comments have made me aware that a lot of the fandom is like ready for them to do something different too. And what I've kind of pulled in the readings is that like they want to do something different, but it's being kind of like stifled in a way. Just in a nutshell, you know, go watch those readings if you're like curious. I can't remember everything exactly that I said. I never remember, I don't remember a lot of readings after I do them. Like personal readings or like private readings, these readings, I don't. It's like I get into the zone and I'm like boom, 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 boom. And then like I stop the cameras and suddenly it just goes away. It's like, yeah, if you're a tarot reader, I think you know, right? Like, it's like you're a direct channel. It's like you don't remember shit. But yeah, with Twice, I think Twice is like, okay, we're ready to go off and do XYZ. I don't know what that means. You know, I feel like all of their stuff is really, really good, but if they want to switch it up and try something new, they should be able to do that. So I'm sorry for the repetitive like themes and all of these readings for the different groups, but it all fits together somehow. I think it's important to recognize the similar themes between the groups too, especially when they're at the same company. So they were told that they get to do a certain thing, and I don't think that they're going to be able to do that. If they were sitting in front of me, I would tell them they're going to take that promise back. They're going to take it away. But the thing is like what I saw at the beginning with this deck was like they're going to catch them in that lie. And so I think Twice has an advantage here, or they will have an advantage, and they'll be able to kind of get ahead of it. So that's really, really good. That's good. I don't know if that means that they're going to threaten to leave. It kind of looks like they're threatening to leave with all of this like separation and divorce energy popping up here. And like, I don't know if they have shares in the company as well. I don't know if they're similar to BTS in that way, but looks like they're pulling out investments if they don't get what they want. Yeah, and grudge holder, that's kind of like a ultimatum kind of vibe. Yeah, so we saw before grudge holder. Copycat is like doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's something that we saw a lot with Stray Kids. So do the same thing and we'll make the same amount of money. Let's do what works. We know we can make money from this. Let's keep doing it. I was talking about this yesterday with, in the Blackpink reading, I think. The disadvantage of being in a K-pop group, I feel like, is there's such a specific formula that we all know works. But once it works for a while, but once everyone starts to grow up, get into their mid to late 20s, into their 30s, you have to switch it up. You can't keep doing the same things over and over and over again. You have to let them grow with their audience. And I feel like that's the thing that a lot of K-pop companies have not perfected yet. They've perfected the development. They've perfected the, I don't know, that part of the formula. Like the first 7 to 10 years, I feel like they've absolutely gotten down to a T. And that's, I do really respect that about the K-pop industry. But once these idols hit a certain age, it's like they don't know what to do with them anymore. And it's like, we have to stop giving to this idea that like people just like age out. So, yeah, okay. Taurus, lots of Taurus here. Wow, the High Priestess and the High Priest both came out. This is a true pair in the reverse. That's not good. When that happens, when a true pair comes out and they're both reversed, that tells me that you guys were once perfect together, and now you need to break the fuck up because you need to break up. Okay. If Twice wanted their fans to know anything, what would they want to say? It's funny that their energy wants to use the Witch's Tarot and not this deck. I wonder why. This is the deck I use for like my personal readings, so that's interesting. Five of Pentacles coming out as a challenge. Having a hard time leaving. Nine of Wands, keep pushing. Keep fighting. This is perseverance. Two of Pentacles reverse, being out of balance. Six of Swords. I don't think that they're allowed to say this out loud, but I do feel like these girls, if they haven't started already, but they're going to start the process of trying to really separate themselves from their company. And again, I know that this is a theme that I pick up in like most readings for these idols, but I don't really know what else to tell you guys. There's a lot of energy. This is abandonment. This is moving on. I don't, like, what do you want me to do, right? You guys see me shuffle. You see these cards come out. There's something keeping them tethered to this company. So let's see if that's like a contract. Because it could just be a contract, right? Which makes sense. The Ten of Wands reverse is feeling overly burdened, and they're like, how do I relieve this stress? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is feeling stuck in the mud. So there's something keeping them tethered to the company. Feels really stressful. Feels more than just feels like more than just like a contract obligation. Contractual obligation, I should say. Oh, are we talking about blackmail today? Is that what we're doing? Yeah. Great. Excellent. Okay. Oh God. Is it a reading with me if we're not talking about blackmail? Okay. Yeah. All of you sausangs and all of you companies, count your fucking days. Count your days. Count your days. I'm telling you guys, the next 10 years is going to be wild in the K-pop industry. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. We're going to hear a lot of horror stories, okay? This bubble is about to burst. Dirty offer, wasting time, screenshot. Yeah, these girls are being allegedly, dare I say, threatened. To me, this feels like, if you leave, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Yeah, look, wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited. That's the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It's very stressful for them, the Ten of Wands reverse. They're trying, though, screenshot, caught in 4K, saving receipts, facts of it. This is where we get back to that, like, catching them in a lie kind of vibe. Yeah, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. Sorry, whoever's threatening them, it's not going to work, because it wouldn't surprise me if these girls are already working on some sort of lawsuit. And the thing about these lawsuits that I always pick up on is, like, and I'm not just trying to say this, or I'm not just saying this to like try to save my ass, because I'm like on here doing tarot readings saying things. A lot of these lawsuits will go under the radar. I think a lot of things are negotiated behind the scenes, and then we never have to hear about them ever again. Or we'll never hear about them ever. Sorry. The people involved never have to deal with it ever again. But I do feel like if this isn't dealt with silently, it's definitely going to go public, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Who knows what the blackmail is? You know, it could be them. Maybe some of them are secretly married with 5 kids. Obviously, we would know if one of them was pregnant, but you know, maybe some of them are married. Maybe some of them are in relationships. Maybe, who knows? As they should be. Like I said, I need to see some people falling in love expeditiously. Please go fall in love. Like, I'm begging them. They're trying, though. They want their fans to know that they're trying. They're trying really, really hard. So there's definitely effort here. Okay. Can you show me Twice's relationship to JYP? They're under JYP. Let me confirm that real quick. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure they are. Twice company. JYP. Okay. Sometimes I just be saying shit, you know. Oh, justice reverse. Oh no. Okay. Okay, my stomach is growling. Four of Swords reverse, Ace of Cups reverse, Six of Wands reverse, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles reverse. Let me just redo this. I don't even remember what I said. Four of Swords, this is not, what the fuck? Four of Swords, Ace of Cups reverse, Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles reverse, Five of Cups, Temperance, the Moon. This is a crazy combo. Yeah, Twice has a smoking gun on this company. This is yeah. This is waiting for the right time to strike. This is secrets. Temperance is divine timing. You know, you can't go against the universe. You just can't. You fail. You'll fail every time. Universe just cares about balance. It doesn't necessarily look at you and say you're a good or bad person. It just cares about, are things in balance or out of balance, right? The Four of Swords is about resting. Ace of Cups reverse is not having much to give emotionally. Six of Wands is a victory. I feel like these girls have really suffered image-wise. Like, I'm seeing, I don't want to accuse them of having eating disorders or anything. I don't know them. I'm not going to do that. But to me, this looks like, this is insecurity. This is like heavy, heavy, heavy insecurity. And I think since we're reading on their relationship to their company, they've really, really suffered mentally because of the way that they're made to feel about themselves. The Ace of Cups in the upright is about self-love. So it's like they were almost, it's like I almost see them being encouraged to not like themselves or to hate themselves. If you hate yourself enough, you'll be skinny, right? Kind of stuff like that. So I'm not going to try to accuse them of having eating disorders or anything like that. I don't know. Six of Wands. This is fame as well. Fame and recognition. So again, you hate yourself enough to look a certain way. You'll be loved by the public. And then we have the Page of Pentacles reverse, which is like kind of digging at the, taking a dig at the inner child. This is missing out on opportunities as well. So if you don't do all of this, you're not going to be able to fulfill this lifelong dream that you've had. So it's definitely, it's sad. Like, I feel sad. Like, my tears are kind of, or my eyes are kind of like tearing up. The Five of Cups is disappointment. Oh my God, my hair is in my mouth. Five of Cups is disappointment and grieving something. I feel like a lot of them lost a part of their childhood, probably while training. And then they feel like maybe they've lost some of their early 20s. They just feel like they've lost a lot. So I'm sure, you know, I'm sure they enjoy like the success that they have. I'm sure they love their fans and they enjoy singing and dancing. There's a lot of positive aspects to being in an industry like this, right? But there's also a lot that you have to sacrifice to be under a microscope like this. I wonder why I felt called to read on them. I think it broke it. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Inside scoop. Come on, guys. I don't know what you want me to do. When they eventually decide to like really cut ties with this company, JYP is allegedly gonna lose a lot of money. This to me feels like everyone's leaving at the same time. So, you know, you can probably survive without one of the groups, but you know, if Twice and Stray Kids and honestly, if Twice and Stray Kids leave JYP, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a really big problem. So yeah, bankrupt, broke ass wants you back. Yeah, there's some major negotiations that are going to happen within the next few years with JYP, I think. Okay, Pisces, Sagittarius here. Can you tell me how does JYP as a company feel about Twice? I think this is gonna be kind of like a shorter reading. Oh my god, I'm getting cramps. Bye. Oh my god, look at all that Pisces. Look at all those chickens. Nine of Pentacles reversed in the Page of Cups. This is codependency. This is creative stuff, creative offers. JYP feels like, allegedly, like Twice is not going to be successful unless they're under the company. Like they have this idea that like Twice can't do it outside of the company. Yeah, baby. Yeah, no. Okay. Eight of Cups in the reverse is going back. So they think like even if they tried to leave, they would just come back. And then the King of Cups is like, I think that they assume that Twice is just way too emotionally intertwined and dependent on the company. And I just don't think that's going to be true when Twice discovers what they're being lied to about. Yeah, so overall, Nine of Swords reversed. This is mental health issues, Hangman. And listen, JYP needs Twice more than Twice needs JYP. I'll say that. Because this is very sacrificial. Like, if Twice is not there, there's a lot of scrambling. There's a lot of scrambling. This is like, we have to see things from a different perspective. This is like, we got to move some shit over here and put it over here. And it's like, they're going to have to play a lot of Tetris, you know? And it's going to be very stressful mentally. Yeah, these companies need to be humbled. Humbled. Imagine if no one wanted to become a K-pop star. Then what are you guys gonna fucking do? Imagine if like the next generation is like, yeah, no, I'm not fucking doing that. I don't want to enter into a slave contract. I don't want to be severely bullied and stalked. Then what are you guys gonna do? Like, I'll probably just move to AI artists, which is really shitty, but you know. Okay. Copycat, karmic friends, divination, abuse. Okay. Yeah, guys. I think Twice knows that a lot of people in charge are like wolf in sheep's clothing. And I do think that JYP, whoever these people are, whoever has like a negative impact on them, right? It's not going to be everybody at JYP. I'm sure that they have a lot of people at that company that they love and adore. But like, I think whoever these bad people are, they're kind of catching on that like Twice is like not having it. There's a storm coming, definitely. I don't know if we'll hear about it. Copycat, karmic friends. Yeah, I can't fully trust them. Always some tension. Steals your ideas. Divination abuser is like messing with someone's free will. Okay. Well, what can we expect from Twice? What's coming next for them? Sorry if you can hear the people in the hallway talking. Okay. What is coming next for oh my god. Okay, busy schedules. Busy schedules. I don't know anything about their schedule, so I don't know if they have like a tour, another tour coming up, or maybe they're all doing individual things and they're just busy, 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 busy. Some of them might be going on vacation, I don't know, but this is very busy and very stressed. Overall energy is Nine of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This is having way too much on your plate, like way too much, and like not taking care of yourself mentally. This is definitely like a lack of sleep. So I could definitely see them going on like another tour. So if they've announced another tour, let me know. This to me feels like they're not sleeping, which I feel like is like a tour. Okay, Knight of Wands, having a lot of fun. So there's a lot of exciting things coming up for them, but the Page of Wands reverse is doing one thing and saying another. So this coming out under the Nine of Swords to me feels like on the outside they look like they're having a really good time, but behind the scenes they're like really struggling mentally. And I'm really just getting that lack of sleep. It's like their physical health is not being taken care of properly, so it's affecting their mind. And then we have the Eight of Wands reverse, which is like not saying anything. So yeah, I just feel like we're not really going to hear them talk about like how much they're struggling, which makes sense. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is like nostalgia. That's interesting. I feel like if they're gonna have a comeback, it's gonna be very similar to their other comebacks. So I definitely see some more projects for them. I see them really, really exhausted, mentally struggling too. It's funny, the bottom of the deck here is Nine of Swords. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for him. I feel like they're bored too. I feel like they're bored. Like they're tired, but they're bored. Like they want to do something somewhat different. There's grudge holder again. Oh my God. Ignoring. I'm trying to figure out if this is parasocial relationships as well. I haven't gotten any like social media cards, but there's definitely someone, they're definitely under a microscope. They're under, as most of them are, but they're under a microscope. It's stressing them out. It's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. This is not going to last. Into you, great chemistry. This is interesting. Oh, we might get a relationship scandal. If we get a relationship scandal, that's gonna set one of them off, like anger wise. Someone's gonna burst. Good. Good. It feels very invasive, right? Stalker and creeping. Very, very, very invasive. And it's like, I'm done. This grudge holder, like, I'm done. No more. No more. Okay. Well, if behind the scenes, one of these girls, or maybe multiple of them, have to like break up with the love of their life because their company is like not protecting them in some sort of way, it's gonna, that's a one piece of the puzzle, but it's, I'm telling you, these idols are done. They're done. The older ones, at least. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. You think New Jeans is bad? You think the CBX situation is bad? This is all going to blow up in everybody's faces. And I cannot fucking wait for these companies to be humbled. I cannot wait. Okay. Anyways, guys, that's what I have for you. Private readings are linked below down in the description. Go check out the K-pop readings playlist if you want to like binge a bunch more of the K-pop readings. I don't know who I'm gonna read on next. I don't know. I just feel so called to BTS that I'm like, there's only so many energy check-ins I can do with BTS in like the span of a couple of days, you know, so I don't really know what to ask, but they're like at the front of my mind. I feel like they're screaming at me. I know. I'm like, what is it? I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Happy holidays, no matter what you celebrate or don't celebrate. Yeah, love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.